Hello and welcome back to Let's Play I Spy Fantasy. I'm MCFPapa and this is part number 9. Well, we've done the underwater world 3 times and we've done the medieval world 3 times, so that leaves just the third quest for the space world to do. But before we get to that, I'd just like to point out I really do like this sort of hub world, or not really world, but just hub screen for the game. You know, it's really nice. It has the dragon representing the medieval world. It has the mermaid for the underwater world. It has like the rocket ship for the space world. But there's also smaller things that will appear in those worlds, like the half sleepy octopus toy for underwater, or the little weird dune buggy type thing, or the king's crown here, and they're just all kind of scattered around this, presumably some child's bedroom. So the child, I guess, is supposed to be just staring at their toys and stuff they have, and then just imagining a bunch of stuff happening in these worlds, and that's the plot of the game. I guess so. It's not like the game really needs a plot, but that's what I'm going with anyway. So now we fire the rocket one last time.
Data indicates that this will be the most difficult blast-off yet.
Ooh,
Good luck.
I'm sure it'll be super tough. Alright, well, to jump around, I guess let's start here.
I spy a match, a mistake to erase, a footprint, a tree, a rocky face, a green dinosaur, 4 number 1s, 3 sticky suckers, and 2 suns. A match.
Huh.
A mistake to erase.
That's a bit disappointing. I thought it would be clicking the eraser and then dragging it to physically erase it. Which, on that matter, like, it seems like they didn't really do that many click and drag interactable items in this game. At least not as many as what Treasure Hunt and Spooky Mansion had. I wonder why. It's also kind of weird how this has 2 unique scenes with the telescope and the microscope, and the underwater section has the 1 unique scene in the dark cave, but the medieval world really didn't get any unique scenes that heavily change up the gameplay. So that's a bit weird. And hey, I managed to talk enough that I was able to find the footprint at the end of my talk without needing to make any further cuts. So that's pretty cool.
A rocky face. A green dinosaur.
Oh. I'm clicking on the number 4 because I saw 4 number 1s. Okay.
2 number 1s. 3 number 1s. 4 number 1s. 3 sticky suckers.
Oh, well, I'll take it, game. Thank you for just having me collect all 3 of the sticky suckers at once. I was not expecting that.
1 sun. 2 suns. The crystal from the dinosaur will make my rocket engine roar.
Okay. Well, hopping around, let's go up to the cave.
I spy 3 crayons, a bell, a bone, a rabbit, a lemon, an ice cream cone, a camera, a car, a trumpet, a tube, a fork, a fish, and 5 eyes that are blue. One crayon.
Well, those clearly aren't Crayolas. Are those the lame, crazy art crayons that aren't
2
nearly
crayons.
as good as the Crayola ones? I think they might be. Still more crayons to find in this game. I don't know why the game loves crayons so much.
3 crayons.
I guess just because the intended audience for the game is quite young, and so they want to have more familiar things to little kids, like crayons, maybe. Maybe that's also why they don't call the chess knights knights, really, in this game. Instead, they call them horses a lot of the time.
A bell. A bone. A rabbit. A lemon. An ice cream cone.
Well, I really didn't expect the gem to be from that.
A camera.
I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but yeah, like,
Car.
this was definitely my least played of the classic I Spy games as a kid. You know?
A trumpet.
Like, now I'd say it's probably, like, it's a very good game on par with the others,
A tube.
but I think it's just I Spy, Spooky Mansion, and Treasure Hunt really captivated me a ton more because, like, they were giant campaigns
A fork.
over just 3 mini campaigns. But this game is still quite good, you know.
A fish.
And also I played a ton of I Spy Mystery, and since that game reused so many scenes from this one anyway, like, I wanted to replay Mystery more.
One eye that is blue. 2 eyes that are blue.
Because this was actually the last of the 4 classic I Spy games I
3
had
eyes
gotten
that are
as
blue.
a kid.
4 eyes that are blue.
And so I think by that point, like, I was more firmly in the camp of loving Mystery Case Files a lot more. And so I would rather play those than the I Spy games more.
5 eyes that are blue. That cone didn't have any ice cream inside, but it was a sweet spot for a crystal to hide.
Alright. Oh. Is there actually? Yeah, there is some randomization with the cute little astronauts down here, too. Huh. That's nice. Alright. I guess do the lab.
I spy an elephant, 4 butterflies, a bow, a bell, soccer ball eyes, a football, a footprint, a foot that's a star, a crayon, an acorn, and a blue guitar. An elephant. 1 butterfly. 2 butterflies. 3 butterflies. 4 butterflies. 1 bow. A bell. Soccer ball eyes.
What do you mean, a football? I just found 2 footballs, didn't I?
A football. A footprint. A foot that's a star.
Crayon again.
A crayon. An acorn.
Okay, I guess the acorn bug was hoarding a thing. Now, I think you're supposed to click the blue guitar from there, but I want to see if I can click it here. Yep, I can.
A blue
Neat.
guitar. To get my rocket ship airborne, I'll take the...
Oh,
To get my rocket ship
I did it
airborne,
again.
I'll take the crystal from the acorn.
sorry, I know I did that the last time, too, in this quest, in the space world. Alright. Now, let's go up here.
I spy a hot dog, a bear, 3 keys, a soccer ball, a moon made of cheese, an umbrella, an egg, a clock, a cup, galaxy, and a rocket pointing up. A hot dog.
Well, I gotta say, I'm legitimately shocked that my prediction that in a future quest we would have to find both these smileys at the same time didn't come true.
A bear. One key. Two keys. 3 keys.
What even is that? Oh, I guess that's a sink drain there? That's a strange item to hide in one of these scenes.
A soccer ball. A moon made of cheese. An umbrella. An egg.
See, that's actually kind of fitting since in the exterior room of this area by the telescope, we could see this egg floating in space, so it's nice that we can see it through the telescope too.
A clock. A cup.
That's a bit overly dramatic of
Galaxy.
a reveal of a word, isn't it?
A rocket pointing up. Look high, look low, look everywhere. Then take the crystal from the bear.
Now, before finishing the game off, I just want to point out I love this sort of sunset view they have here in this part of the game, you know? In fact, the whole, like, environmental aesthetics is really good. It's, like, kind of Mars-ish, but it's also its own separate sort of futuristic world where they use salt shakers and a toaster for knobs. But of course that's just because I think that's from the original actual real photograph that this whole section is based on from the I Spy Fantasy book. Anyway, now for some zero gravity.
I spy a button, a jack, 4 Z's, a flower, a frog, a snake, 2 keys, 5 stars, a feather, a smiling face, and a slice of tomato back in place. A button. A jack.
You know, it's kind of weird. I talked before about how they try to have items common that kids would probably know more, but like they use these jacks so much, and I don't really think any kid in the early 2000s really still played with jacks.
1 Z.
Did you play with jacks as a kid? Leave a comment down below.
2 Z's. 3 Z's.
Okay, game.
4 Z's.
Of course, it's the final part, but of course I still have to have real trouble finding some very well hidden item.
A flower.
Boy.
A frog.
I guess the hint is that it's a zebra, so you should think to check there.
A snake.
I don't know.
1 key. Two keys. 1 star. 2 stars. 3 stars. 4 stars. 5 stars. A feather. a smiling face.
Okay, did the lettuce just poop out the crystal? Or what? I don't know.
A slice of tomato back in place. What did all this spying get us? A crystal from behind the lettuce.
Ay. Okay. Just one more to go, and fittingly enough, it's in here.
I spy space. 2 keys. 3 o'clock. A crescent moon. A cave. A lock. 5 round planets. Candy in a cup. An ace and 2 eggs, sunny side up. Space. One key.
You know, I'm surprised. This space section of the game really doesn't seem to have used as many bundles in its hidden object scenes as the medieval or mermaid sections did.
Two keys. 3 o'clock. A crescent moon. A cave. A lock. One round planet. Two round planets. Three round planets.
Okay, now that seems a bit of an error, because that very much looks like the moon to me in the patch. But they count it as a round planet.
4 round planets. 5 round planets. Candy in a cup.
Okay, did they really need to be quite so intense with the candy spinning around in the cup?
An ace. 2 eggs, sunny side up. That astronaut had a close shave when a crystal rolled out of the cave.
Alright, now just to dump them in once more. And then this game will be complete. I specifically, by the way, decided to do this space world, the third quest in the space world, for the very final part, just because I feel like the firing off a rocket ending is a lot more fitting of a conclusion than the princess getting rescued or finding treasure. But the chair in here doesn't even look that comfortable, you know? It looks quite narrow, so I guess in the future they expected people to get skinnier and skinnier instead of fatter and fatter like reality has become. And that little footstool there doesn't even look that comfy either. Anyway, maybe this time we'll finally be able to blast off right away. What do you think?
10. Clearing launch area. 9. Sealing hatches. 8. Air supply on. 7. Checking circuit board.
Aww.
Error detected. Commander, there is a problem with the circuit board. Please investigate. To fix this circuit board, you'll need to find the missing parts. A silver spoon is the first missing part. Up in the cave is where you should start.
And now there's 7 slots and 7 items needed to find for here. But I will say it's kind of weird. I guess the implication is that the rocket was set up to go and nobody bothered to check if all the electronic components in the circuit board were attached properly. And so instead of like using more factory made components, we just gotta like scrounge whatever pieces we can find that'll fit.
Use the microscope to find the next thing. Search 10 times until you see a spring. Look inside for a silver rocket, small enough to fit in your pocket.
By the way, I don't think I mentioned it in this Let's Play yet, but this game was sold on Big Fish Games. I think it still is. And the Big Fish Games version of this game is once again missing content where there's only 2 of the quests in each of the worlds instead of 3 in each. For some reason, I don't know why they cut out content for the Big Fish release.
Find tweezers and you're halfway there. The science lab must have a pair. Follow the path that goes way up high to find a moon, but not in the sky.
Okay. Does that mean it's in the cave? Or is it somewhere out here? Aha, it is.
A floating magnet is very attractive. find one to make the circuit board active.
I wonder if the writers of the game had fun coming up with all these rhyming couplets. Or if they got kinda tired of thinking of rhymes for every single one of them in the game.
Finally, look as high as you can. The last missing piece is a silver fan.
Well, this was cool. It utilized every single one of the hidden object scenes in it, with an item hidden in each of them.
Now place the pieces that you've found to get this rocket off the ground.
Okay. Ooh, where does this one go? I can't figure it out. You know, maybe it's not that these prongs were custom built to hold these pieces, but it's just, we just find whatever pieces we think will fit the electric prongs. And that's it. Oh boy.
Well done, Commander. The circuit board is fixed.
Time to blast off one final time.
10. Clearing launch area. 9. Sealing hatches. 8. Air supply on. 7. Checking circuit board. 6. Firing rockets. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Blast off!
Okay. There we go. And they don't even like have any message for you or anything to commemorate completing all 9 of the quests, which is kinda lame if you ask me. Oh well, I guess let's view the credits to do it. And so it does look like they actually did have some physical models they made for this game, so that's cool. But I think a lot more of them were the just artwork instead. But hey, they did do some at least. Actually, they did quite a lot more than I expected to. So, props to them for that. And so, that'll do it for this series. I hope you enjoyed my Let's Play I Spy Fantasy. Next up in a few months will be I Spy Mystery, so look forward to that. But for now, like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you in whatever the next series I post is.